Yeah. What up? Welcome back. Welcome back to the greatest show on the face of the earth. We are here at the LeVar Walker Show podcast where I tell truths that don't nobody want to hear because don't nobody want to hear the truth. Everybody wants everybody to kiss their ass and be pampered, but you are here to receive this good medicine, man. Before I get into this, man, March 7th, I'm going to be in Miamisburg, Ohio at Club Brickies in Miamisburg, Ohio. March 8th, I will be in Columbus, Ohio at the Attic Comedy Club. March 15th, I will be in New York at the New York City Winery at the Loft. Y'all need to get them tickets soon because they sell. I look like I'm about to sell that out. So please go to my website, LeVarWalker.me. Get those tickets. That's where you can get all the tickets. And you can find me at Bands in Town too. Go to my Bands in Town page and you'll see me. But what's happening? What's good? I hope y'all are doing well. Many blessings to everybody and their families. And I'm wishing everyone prosperity and good health. And we're going to start today's show off because the good brother Floyd Money Mayweather is returning back to boxing. He's unretiring from boxing. Floyd Mayweather has decided to come back. I wonder why Floyd is coming back. What could it be? Do you think he's bored? Is it because Floyd is bored? And Floyd said, yeah, I want to go get back in the gym and run and sweat and let men beat on me. Maybe that's what it is. Or could it be money is low? Is that what it is? I think if I was to make a bet, I would put it that the money is low. Now, previously, I don't know when I did a podcast, I did a video or something about how stupid it looked for Floyd to count out cash money when he pulled out a brick of fucking cash at courtside at the game inside of a cashless arena in front of Jay-Z and Blue Ivy. When I pointed that out, people jumped on my ass. They jumped on my ass. Why you worried about that? That's what Floyd do. And I'm not even saying like, he was hurting for Buddy at that time. I was just saying it looked rather tacky. Well, anyway, I hope he saved some of that brick of cash so he doesn't have to return to boxing because it seems like this is a desperate attempt for a money grab. He'll be fighting Mike Tyson. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Floyd fight no 60-year-old man. At this point, he should fight a bear. I think he could get him some money. Fight a bear, put a gorilla in the cage, do something out of the ordinary because we're bored now. Because being just the money man is not working because you're spending the money to show you the money man. It's ridiculous. It's a continuous loop. So you're going to get back in the ring, fight again, get the money, pay off all your debts, and be broke again. And to the point, you in Las Vegas probably signing shit or something. It's going to get sad. And one of the saddest things I just saw on his Instagram page, he's doing a liquor commercial that they made him put on his Instagram page for vodka. And everybody and their mama know this man don't drink. The way he poured the liquor looked awkward. The way he held the bottle looked awkward. All that looked awkward. And I'm not saying that Floyd is a bad guy. I ain't got nothing against Floyd Money Mayweather. But I got to call a spade a spade. You see what I'm saying? Because for whatever reason, in the community, we feel like if a person looks like they got money or has money, we're so poor in our community that how dare you speak against them? Like 50 Cent, that bullshit he did with Tiny. I can't believe that niggas feel like, oh, 50, it was disgusting. That was some snake shit. You don't insult a man's wife and family. You don't put wife and family in that shit. That's some riding shit. But what niggas do, oh, he got the money. He gonna put me in a movie. He's not. He don't give a fuck about near one of you niggas. That's what you don't understand. He has no love in his life. He got Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder who are dependents. He know they ain't got no option. That's a tyrant. And then he took it down. If you notice, you go on 50's post, he took it down. You know why he took it down? Because he went in on Beyonce's mama. You know who called him? Tyler Perry. Said, take it down. That's what happened. Go on, take it down. And his ass took it down. But we have to stop being so poor in the community where you can't call people out on their bullshit just because they got money. Fuck their money. Fuck your money, your fame, fuck all that. Like, we have to start holding people in the community accountable and to higher standards. And as Tip said in his rap, in his diss rap, this nigga just kicking in the back of black people. He gonna kick your ass in the back, and then he's gonna show you on TV shooting and harming each other. And another drug dealing ass movie, which has been the same drug dealing shit. It's the same story over and over the fuck again. Over and over again. Same plot, different characters. I know people didn't have resources. It was tough. I know. And then they got to sell the dope. And now they selling the dope. And they doing this. And they doing that. And then the feds come. And then we spin off a whole nother show with the same shit because you can't show black people in the light to where they are just successful and not having to sell dope. And who's selling all this dope now? We in 2026, man. We got more doctors, lawyers, billionaires, entrepreneurs than we've ever had in the history of foundational black Americans in this country. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I can't even watch that shit no more. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? That would be like me saying the same joke. And I know y'all watch comedians that do the same shit over and over again, but as an artist, I have to grow. I have to grow. Like a lot of people, man, you don't really be doing a lot of pharmacy jokes no more. I try not to because I know they work. I know it's gonna kill, but I like to invent. I like to experiment. I like to do new stuff. And sometimes I bomb doing it, and that's okay. But that's just the artist in me. But Floyd has just run. I don't know where he goes. Why would you want to be boxing at 50? I don't know. I don't know. And we talking about 50 and Floyd boxing at 50, and 50 don't like Floyd. Floyd don't like 50. Isn't that something? Is this what's called a double entendre? Would that be? I don't know. I don't know. I see people coming in here talking. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird, guys. Everybody taking up any motherfucker with some money. Just because they got money. He got money. I'm so poor. He's right. Fuck out of here. This is something else, man. Also, too, it looks like Floyd's ex-girlfriend, Chantel Jackson, has spun the block with Floyd, from what I can see here. We can take a look at this. Looks like she spun the block. I mean, I guess Miss Jackson don't know that the money's gone, but I guess she got to get what she can because she's getting up there in age. So here she is at the birthday celebration. Miss Jackson, I don't know if this is gonna work the way you think it's gonna work. This was the same man that went on the Breakfast Club and talked about you aborting his twin babies and called you out, and now you're back. And I guess you're spinning the block, maybe because Nelly went back to Ashanti or something. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's what it is. I don't want to see the Floyd Tyson fight. I don't even know if I want to see him fight Pacquiao. Do y'all want to see him fight Pacquiao? Would that be interesting? Because we are really holding back the hands of time here. And I guess boxing too in itself, I guess it's a good time for him because boxing seems to be somewhat of a dying art form. Like they don't like right now, just the way we are, and this affects all genres. But right now, in these times, you need more than talent. You need talent, and you need to be able to draw a whole lot of attention. And to draw that attention, you kind of got to kind of be very, very colorful. And I guess boxing right now just has no color. I thought it would have color with Deontay Wilder because you know he talked the big game, but he couldn't back it up. But it's just dull. I mean, Jake Paul, who's not even a boxer, well, I mean he is a boxer, but he a YouTube. He the most popular person in boxing now, and I guess with the internet and the way attention is stand up, the way attention is, this has gone across all genres. So like whoever gets the most attention wins. That's where we are now. Music, comedy, boxing, just every single thing. If you get the most attention, you're an expert. You could be the shittiest physician in the world, but if you're able to capture people's attention, you win because people are going to believe in you. And this is just where we at right now. So oh, shout out to everybody pulling up, man. Y'all make sure, man. Oh, good. Shout out to Michael Lewis, man. Thanks for coming out. Michael Lewis, I want you to share something with the people, bro. Is that Michael? Yeah. Michael, just share what you liked about the show in Indianapolis. Michael came to my show in Indianapolis where I was at Helium. And shout out to the people in Indianapolis again for coming out. We had a really good turnout with it being such last minute, and I had a great time. And also, if you're on YouTube, I did post one of the shows in full on the YouTube page. I posted about an hour of material on there. So, Michael, heavyweight, what is that? Heavyweight division rule boxing till welterweight Sugar Ray. Cool, but Michael, tell the people about the show. What did you think about the show at the Helium? They had me in that little ass room, good or bad. Go ahead and let them know what you thought. I don't know which show you came. At first, tell me which show you came to, because I had to do 5 shows. That's 5 hours of stand up. And some shows were better than the other, you know what I mean? But let them know, Mike, what you thought about it. Because I need to start getting some testimonials so I can sell these tickets. Also, too, oh man, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all see what he said? Michael said funny, hilarious. Show was on fire. LeVar is worth the ticket. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And when I come back to Indianapolis, I'll be in the bigger room. Because people's coming to me, LeVar, you belong in the big room. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It has nothing to do with talent, who you see in the bigger room. It has nothing to do with talent and everything to do with demand and ticket sales. And that's why I was in that smaller room, because my demand isn't big enough to be in the big room yet. But that's how we grow. You know what I mean? That's how I grow. So like when I come over here doing these podcasts, putting out all this content and doing what I do, I'm building my own table. You know what I mean? So like I'm not trying to get up under nobody. I don't want to be a nigga's opening act at 50. You know, that is, and this is a very, very hard route. So I'm cutting out my own path. So I appreciate you, Mike. You know what I'm saying? You say, I respect people's talent, but as a person, what you don't respect? What you talking about, Brandon? Shout out to Brandon. I don't know what you're talking about. I respect people's talent, but as a person, I don't respect that at all. I don't explain that, Brandon. Let me know what you mean. We gonna keep it moving along. Also, I saw a video. It was an Instagram photo of 50 Cent where 50 said that and I'm gonna go to that. Let me see if I can pull that up. I gotta pull that up. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna show y'all what 50 said. It was a picture he took him and Tyler Perry. Uh this was very interesting. He made a interesting point. Word, you think it's a bigger demand in Indianapolis for me? Well, that's what's up, bro. Like I can't wait to come back. All right, shout out to the Indy one more time. But 50 made this post, which was interesting to me. 50 says here, soon if you're not working with me or Tyler, you're not working. I hate to break this to you, but it is what it is. Let me read that again. 50 Cent says, soon if you're not working with me or Tyler, you're not working. I hate to break this to you, but it is what it is. And I guess he's saying that to say, to his haters or to his detractors, or maybe even Tip, who is an actor as well. He's saying you're not going to work if you're not working with him or Tyler. Now, I hate to break this bad news to Fifth, but I'm not sure if he's aware of what's going on in technology. And I'll just show y'all a clip of this real quick. But I don't know if he's aware of this. And this is to everybody in the business that think we in a different day and age now. So this is AI. Okay, this was done with a guy sitting in the basement typing. That was done with prompts from Seed Dance. I'm saying that to say that Hollywood is cooked. All that shit you talking is done because the next big producer, the next big movie guy is going to be the person that's able to create an AI movie. It'll be one person with a MacBook. That's what's going to happen. That's where we're going. All the studio shit and all that, it's not needed anymore. Because when you look at this, do you know how much money this will cost to shoot this scene? From getting the trucks, the cars. Do you know how much that would cost? That's like $30 million just for that one specific scene. So people are going to type, they're going to prompt their way. That old Hollywood, and that statement was such a gatekeeping ass statement. This shit is cooked, man. It's cooked. It's changed. And what's going to happen is they're going to build an app where everybody can create their own movie and may the best man win. That's where we going now. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's watching stars. Nobody's watching any of this shit. Everybody is looking at their own platforms and who they connect with. There are no gatekeepers. It doesn't exist. So I just think that was an ignorant statement. And there are no gatekeepers. It ain't no new. Let me tell you something, baby Lane. The only gatekeeper right now is your mind. That's the only gatekeeper. It's over, man. It's over, man. Thank you again, Michael. But it's over. Ain't no new gatekeepers. That shit is done. And for anybody to feel like that, if you in Hollywood getting your ass cracked open, you just a fool in 2026. You're dumb because there's nothing that anybody can even do for you in these time this day and time. There's nothing. As a comedian, I like to do comedy. I like to travel, sell my ticket, right? Me as the business. I could go get every manager and agent in Hollywood, but that does not make people buy that ticket. And that ticket is the bottom line. Not what big agency you got. Matter of fact, in Hollywood right now, you have to generate your own heat. And the only thing the industry doing is partnering with you. That's it. So that shit is over with. And I just wanted to take that time to debunk that shit. Like it's just over, man. It's over. You put shit on Tubi now, YouTube. In reality, just try to get along What is that? In reality, is try to get a loan. You see, I don't understand what you're saying of Vladimir Marvin. I don't understand. You say ass cracked open, Michael Lewis. Yeah, man, it's just people. Right now we in a day and age. It's so different, right? Like I'll be 49 this year, and this technology has been it's moving at such a fast rate, and it's disrupting at an even faster rate, right? So you see guys, you taking pictures with celebrities, you doing all this shit. That is not going to make people buy your ticket. They not coming. You can shove your head up whoever's ass you want. That does not make people buy your ticket. Matter of fact, you're in another nigga's movie. You are an extra in another nigga's movie, man. But they don't want to hear this truth though, because when I say it, I'm an asshole. You gotta build your own. That's right. You gotta build your own. You gotta put your hands in the soil like every other motherfucker out here. You can't just sit up begging and shit. Here I am. Taking pictures and shit. You better put that work in or you're gonna die. You're gonna die. So let's see what else we got. So much I want to cover today. Yo, don't get enough credit, guys. Don't get credit. And I'm gonna say this because this sister deserves her flowers, man. And that sister is Megan Good. Megan Good does not get enough credit, and she doesn't get the flowers that she deserves for holding down Jonathan Majors in a very dark time in his life, in a very dark time in his career. And I know sisters always get the reputation as gold diggers and opportunists, but this woman right here has held this man down in very, very dark days. That's his wife. She's standing by him. And now this is her talking about, his career coming back on track. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me switch this. Y'all couldn't hear this. My bad. My bad. I gotta switch this thing to the other stereo. Here you go, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you. Y'all are like my producers. Y'all my producers. Here you go.
Recently, I just saw we just kind of posted something about Jonathan going on a podcast and crying and saying you helped him rebuild. I mean, you're just like been there for him and everything. I mean, it's
He's
just
helped me rebuild too.
So. Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Oh, girl, that's a long question. But in every way, I mean, he's just, he's just best thing that's ever happened to me outside of Jesus and having a great family. Yeah.
I know. So you guys have an anniversary coming up.
We do.
Oh,
1 year, March 18th. He's filming, actually.
He's filming?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got, can we know a little bit about what he's filming?
I'm going to let him tell when y'all catch him. But
okay, so this is a new role for him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So how does it feel that he's getting back into it and everything like that?
It's a blessing. It's been a journey. He's arguably, he is one of the best talents I've ever seen. And if you see his performance in Magazine Dreams, if you haven't seen it yet,
I saw it. It made me cry.
It's arguably one of the best performances I've ever seen, and it's not because he's my husband. It's that good. So. It's beautiful to be able to see him get back to doing what he loves and what God's gifted him with. So I'm just thanking God and in gratitude.
Okay, last question. What about you two in a movie together? Come on.
We'll see you later.
Hey, Have y'all thought about
Well,
that?
we've thought about it quite a bit. And I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. So shout out to Megan Good for holding him down. And I know that Megan, a good woman, probably be I'm sure she's a terrific wife. I know she did divorce the pastor, and I understood why, because once I saw that scene where she was looking up the dude's booty hole for no reason, that probably did it. So I'm sure she's learned from that, as well as Jonathan Major leaving the white women alone. He's probably learned from that. So I think this is going to be a beautiful union. I think we're looking at the new Ruby and Ossie Davis. So shout out to them and to everybody watching this, man. When you find you somebody that's rocking with you, you know what I mean? Just be kind, be loving, be giving, be nice to that person, respect and honor that person. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. And I'm saying that especially to men. You got you a good woman, man. Honor her, man. Because you're gonna need somebody to wipe your old ass if you get sick or something. It's something, man. It's something to be said about a family and having a strong family. And that's real wealth. That's the real wealth. So shout out to her. Very, very interesting. Meek Mill, he was back in the headlines today. Meek hadn't done any interviews, and he was a little upset. And here's what he had to say. They clipped me doing bunny hops and acted as if a billionaire made me do something against my moral codes from a lost bet. That was a clip. I bought them billionaires around the culture where millions was made in the rap industry. Many artists, well, millions was made in the rap industry. Many artists, that's the clip. And Meek has been a little bit upset lately because he hasn't done any interviews, and he believes that the internet has somehow bullied him or something in that sense. And I don't think that's what it is. I think what happens, especially like now, I feel like street rap is pretty much dead. I think the whole street nigga culture is cooked. And not cooked in the sense, they are those that are surviving out of necessity, but this whole mentality of this fake shit and it's like wrestling and these guys don't really live these lives. I think we've pulled the curtain back on that. And I think Meek has been caught up in it because of like, you know what I mean? You've been rapping about kicking black people in the back, doing what you do, the hood, and then we see you with the billionaires, bunny hopping and shit, and you're nice to them, which is what a lot of these niggas do. They be up or whatever, and they get the money and they rap about hurting black people, and then they're very docile around around the elites, the billionaire whites. And that's, people just calling that shit out and they keeping a spade a spade. And I want to go to what he said. Let me see. I'm trying to see because he talked about that. And I think Meek kind of hurt his career with all that tweeting that he did. A lot of tweeting can kill your career, especially if you like high or something. Like it can really, it can mess you up. It really can. Let me see. Well, I don't even see it. I don't even see that part where he said that. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see. Somebody said these glass. Yeah, he should, because you can't really explain that. You can't explain it. And then it's too, it's like, why are you, if you a black dude and you a rapper from the hood, And you get around these elites, these billionaire guys. Why are you there? Have you ever thought about that? You there as a pet 9 times out of 10. They're using you as a fashion object. That's what it is. It's like a expensive watch, a handbag. But now, since rappers aren't popular anymore, who around the billionaires now? The streamers. Because they the hot new black guys. That's what they want. Because rappers cook. Shit is so over with. I thought I saw that when he said that. I didn't. Nope. I wanted to read. No, I can't even find it. Let's go to Google. Now let's go to his account. And that's where we'll see it. Yeah, this is what he said. And he starts off saying, and this was yesterday, I didn't do interviews for the last 3 or 4 years. Only a few. Now gonna break shit down to the core for the people being controlled by devices in our culture that lost track of what we represent without speaking bad on my people too. The hip hop community is fully taking on political lynching like that politics do. Everything that you see me around literally came to me in the works of trying to better my life from the streets, get my family out the hood and build us up. I can't participate. What? I don't even understand what these niggas be. I can't even understand what let me read this again. The hip hop community is fully taking on political lynching like that politics do. Well, let's just say like politics do. Everything that you've seen me around literally came to me in the works of trying to better my life from the streets, get my family out the hood and build us up. I can't participate. This was my mind frame at 18 years old, cased up with no money in a murder zone where my dad was killed. My mom has suffered from that shit for years. That's why I started doing this rap shit, which we understand. We understand that. They clipped me doing bunny hops as active. A billionaire made me do something against me. No, that's not what has happened is for all the street rappers and these guys that have profited off of uh, you know, the slaughter of black people rap. The internet has brought the majority of black people to the forefront. And what's happened is we've they've woken up, bro. Like they have awakened to the bullshit, to the nonsense. And they're not accepting this shit no more. Right? So yeah, if you came up in the hood, whatever, everybody's poor. Like cool. But then you continuously rap about it, and then you had Safari jumped and all this old shit. And then every time it's just you and some niggas getting into it, and then you go bunny hop with the white man. That is what happened. He's saying, and then he said, they do it for your future consumer like Gen Z. They didn't grow up on, so they wouldn't know the difference, so you won't keep getting. What? I get what you're saying, and every refrain I already see you doing the bunny hop thing when losing the bet years before you met Ruben. Okay, they do it for your future consumer like Gen Z. They didn't grow up on, so they wouldn't know the difference, so you won't keep gaining influence. This year, we're going to get it clear, though. No, no, no. Um, And then Wallow says everyone is selling a virtual reality that benefits them. Many will stretch the truth to make that version more attractive. Because of that, the real responsibility is not on the marketer. It is on you to discern, filter, and decide what you accept and what you walk past. And Meek says trying to live in it is what's shaking reality and making people not align. Sometimes I can't believe the way I see people acting versus how they really live. I don't know what. Dream Chaser Summit back activated some. Also, more details come soon. They mastered the cap and underline everything. We're gonna get it right. I'm looking to be represented by a new talent. Now, here's the thing. So I'm looking to be represented by a new talent agent. I'm getting millions in bookings, but no corporate money while I'm on the mix with the Giants. Need somebody direct to connect with us. Let me know ASAP. Long-term partners. I don't understand how the fuck you could be friends with Michael Rubin, who owns Fanatics and all these billionaire fuckers, and you can't get corporate dollars. They're divesting from rap. It's not profitable. And they're seeing that the attention isn't there anymore. They don't care. So thank God for that. And I'm glad. I'm glad that the street nigga culture is dead. It's dead. It's fucking dead. And then he says, came so heavy they tried to flip it around. What goes on in Bordentown? I don't know what the hell he talking about. One long-term agent, agency, all past agents were well, the times are changing. I need team fully focused. It's over with. I need team fully focused on Meek Mill and Dream Chasers brand. It's over. That shit is over, man. It's finito. It's finito. You need to invest your money. Turn the Dream Chasers into HVAC men, plumbers, sheetrock experts, become a builder of homes, try to provide affordable housing, water supplies, and shit like that. Because this rap shit is cooked. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I'm sorry to tell you. You say, Wally, they sure the hell haven't. He said Wally and Gilly have never gave out $1 million worth of game. So that's hilarious. Yeah, it's just over. As a matter of fact, I think Double XL was talking about today. In the past 15 years, you haven't even had a new freshman class of rappers. That's crazy. Let me see. Rap's new class. Let me see.
Riley, Suave, Nassan, Lorizi.
Let me see what we got. I guess this is supposed to be a new class. And then look, I haven't heard of them because I don't know. I don't know how many rappers we got in the black. 10 too many.
The On the Radar Rap's new class cipher might have officially replaced the Double XL freshman list because this is a perfectly curated cipher. The lineup includes Marco Plus, Ruben Vincent, Overcast, Marlon Craft, Ben Riley, Suave, Nassan, Lorizi, Ray Vaughn, and Chris Patrick. There are definitely other rappers that you or I could name that would fit in this category of Rap's new class, but these 10 guys are all spitters. They all showed out in their respective versions.
Now, if you look at this video of this Rap's new class, it's been up for 2 days and it's only gotten 62,000 views. The people don't care.
rap's new class. But these 10 guys are all spitters. They all showed out in their respective verses, and they are all undeniably part of rap's new class for any hip-hop fan that's truly tapped in. So for anyone who wasn't familiar with one of these guys prior to this cypher, you can confidently trust that these are 10 of the rappers that you need to be paying attention to. The problem with Double XL is that they lost the plot. Instead of focusing on bars, which they used to do, they shifted to focusing strictly on hype, which will still result in some genuinely great artists being on the list, but it'll also result in some that are here today and gone tomorrow. These 10 MCs all have buzz behind their name, but their rapping and song making abilities significantly outweigh their hype. And that should be the point of these types of lists. Put people onto the rappers that are the most skilled, make the best music, and care the most about their craft. So shout out to On the Radar for doing just that and keeping it about the bars. Let me know in the comments who you think had the best verse, because I can't decide. They all smoke.
I don't know, man. I don't think people care. People just don't care no more. And then too, the way the music is and money, it's not even really a lot of music and money. I mean, money and music anymore. Music flows like turning on a faucet, right? So to the point now where your music or whatever, and even with a comedy special, your comedy special is nothing more than a commercial to get people to come to your live performances. That's where we at now. And I mean, the biggest rapper right now, it would be, I guess, NBA Youngboy. He the only one I hear about, and I don't really know his music. But it's pretty dangerous though. Yeah, I don't. They got Jello Ball as a new rap. Like I don't get it. Yeah, man, hip hop is over, man. We robbed her dry. We just robbed it and took everything we could. But we're gonna keep it moving along, guys. Let me see what else I wanted to cover today. Oh, I didn't get into Trump. Did you guys watch the presidential address? Here's a clip. The union. Here's a clip from it. Let me see. Let me put this up.
It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight I'm inviting every legislature to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle.
That guy looked like he does not want to be there.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Look how divided that is. That is crazy. We are like a house divided is not good, man. So is he just gonna sit there and while they clap and look at the people not clapping?
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
This is crazy, man. This is really crazy. Like we have turned the White House like it's a big ass reality show. It's a reality show. This is insane. This is the leader. These are the people leading the nation. Oh my gosh, that is like, this is wild to me, man. Man, it's so nasty. And we have more. We have more. I want to show y'all something else too. No Democrat stood up for that. Look at this. This is wild. Y'all got to see this.
Have to make a new deal.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful, country saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern day system.
I don't know if he understands that the tariffs are just passed along to the consumers and business, and it slows up the money. Two, he also just told the Supreme Court, hey, y'all could kiss my ass. The tariffs stay. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This shit is a dictatorship. And don't nobody want to talk about it. It's wild. I mean, that's all I saw from this. I didn't even really watch it, but it's just wild where we are as a country right now. It's so weird. It is so weird. What happened?
They're in a bad school.
Let's see what this is. That's right. I voted for whoever y'all voted for, so I'm not making this political. Uh, College professor faces backlash after hot mic comment about black students described as blatantly racist. Let's see what he said.
It helps us fit those skills into our lessons.
Black schools that like
They're
they're too dumb to know they're in a bad school.
in our class.
I mean, apparently Martin Luther King said it. Like, if you train a black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. You don't have to tell them anymore. They're just
Allison Friedman. What you're saying is absolutely hearable here. You've got to stop.
Wait, what? Let's listen to what she said again.
You're saying is absolutely.
Let's see what she said.
apparently Martin Luther King said it. Like, if you train a black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. You don't have to tell them anymore. They're just
What?
Allison Friedman. What you're saying is absolutely hearable here. You've got to stop.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sweetie. Go ahead, babe.
It helps us fit those skills into our lessons.
black schools that like they're too dumb to know they're in a bad school.
In our class.
I mean, apparently Martin Luther King said it. Like, if you train a black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. You don't have to tell them anymore. They're just
Allison Friedman.
If you train a black person well enough, this is crazy. This a college professor faces backlash after hot mic comment about black students described as racist. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. What's happening, Lame the producer? Man, we just in here vibing, man. Glad you joined us over here. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Unless y'all got some more stuff y'all want to talk about. Unless y'all got some more stuff that y'all want to talk about. Oh, Starlink Mini is just $200? Oh my gosh. Man, now this is creepy. Y'all want to see something creepy? What about Corey, man? You said Corey Holcomb. What that mean? Look at this, y'all. Let me show y'all something.
Black woman from Africa.
Look at this. Now this is creepy right here. Hey man, he need that paper. Floyd needs some money, man. Obviously. He should just file maybe he filed bankruptcy or something. Let me see. I didn't hear about that. Who got into a disagreement? I didn't hear about it. Oh man, look, man, Corey a legend. You know, we always get attacked for jokes as comedians. You know what I mean? Like, but Corey is definitely legend. Chicago. I fuck with Corey. Shit, I've been doing Corey a long time. I mean, that's what they do. You get attacked, you say some people don't like you, they come lashing out and shit. It's fucking crazy. But let's check this video out. I want y'all to see this. Now, this is a video of Peter Nygaard, the Jeffrey Epstein associate, attempting to purchase babies from black women, saying, whatever I bid, he's going to outbid me. I'll buy $60,000 worth of eggs, umbilical cord, a placenta, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells.
Stem cell technology that Peter and I are investing in is called SCMT, which takes the egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go and take it out. And Floyd? Huh? And this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy black women from Africa. You girls have a kind of a monopoly on this genetic perfection, and we want some of that. So, girls, for $100, we would pay you for your egg. $100? So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for the Olympic. Whatever I bid, you can outbid me. That's wonderful. $60,000 for the eggs. Yeah. If you have abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical cord, and placenta, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. When you regard it as waste, then it actually should be. It should be captured as recycled, and it should go to waste. It's life for somebody else. It's life for men.
You know what concerns me the most about this? That none of these ladies looked at these motherfuckers and said the fuck and walked up out of this place. They are really considering. They're sitting there considering selling the eggs.
Right. The best eggs are 16 to 18 years old. Those are the best eggs. As you get older, your eggs get weaker and weaker. Thank you. So you may not be our candidate.
No, that's fine. I'm down with my business anyway.
That is unreal. And right, nobody left. That's what was most concerning. I didn't see not one woman get up out of there and say, man, these hunkies are crazy. They all sat there. I'm like, yeah, you can have my eggs and umbilical cord. Unreal. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Listen, I'll be coming to your city soon. So Stay in tune with me. You can go follow me on Bands in Town. Type in LeVar Walker. That's where you can get all the updates for shows I got coming up, things of that nature. Also go to my website, LeVarWalker.me, and I'll just be posting, man. So call me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.